In this video, I'm going to show you 5 simple strategies you could use to become a more social person. This works for people that are more introverted and aren't as social in the first place. You would do these before the activity. And if you're already a social person, if you're already more outgoing, this will just put you into a more social mood. I usually do at least 2 of these in combination with each other before I go to some place that I know I need to be social, like the gym or the venue or whatever. So definitely utilize some of these tips in combination before you're going out. The first hack that I want to talk about is meditation. The reason that meditation is very important is because it helps us become present in the moment. And the reason that's so important is because we filter kind of what comes out of our mouth. A lot of the reasons that we aren't social is because we're scared to say something wrong, we're scared to say something stupid and be judged for it. So when you're present in the moment, when you're grounded, you just have this increased confidence and you just kind of don't really give a fuck anymore. That filter kind of goes away and you're able to just be more authentic and just say what's on your mind without having these like worries and judgments that you place on yourself. The second hack that I want to talk about is actually freestyling. So think of like rappers that freestyle. This is a really important skill that you should try to get better at, but obviously when you start, you're not going to be that good, and that's actually kind of the point of it. When you freestyle, you train yourself to be better with free word association, so kind of like taking words and combining them and doing that. So you don't have to be good at like rapping or rhyming or anything like that, and you're not going to be good at this at first, like I said. And this is just a way for you to form sentences freely, and you're not going to be good at it, so it's going to sound silly. You're going to be really bad at it, and it's just a way for you to like judge what you say and be okay with it. So a lot of times we limit what we say because we're scared of saying something dumb. So this is a practice of saying that dumb thing, before you go out and being totally fine with it. So freestyling is something that I utilize like every single time I want to be more social before I go to the venue. The third thing I want to talk about is setting intentions. So if you're going to like a work event or like a networking event or something like that, just set the intention beforehand that you're going to talk to 5 people or 10 people. Just have a goal in mind, because when you have a goal in mind beforehand, your brain will kind of look for opportunities, and you'll know that, okay, I made this commitment to myself beforehand that I was going to talk to X amount of people. I got to go through with it, like no exceptions. So setting an intention on like how many people you're going to talk to is very important to actually, committing to that in the first place. The fourth hack that I want to talk about, and this is actually like my personal favorite, I try to do this every time before I go out and socialize, is visualization. So visualizing success and visualizing positive outcomes. So a lot of the reason that we're scared to talk to strangers is we worry about things not going right. We worry about if we go talk to that girl that, we're gonna get rejected, or that if we talk to that girl, she's gonna embarrass us, it's gonna be an awkward situation, whatever. So we're worried, we think about negative outcomes, and that's what prevents us from actually going, taking the action, and socializing in the first place. We're worried about if we talk to that dude at the gym that he's gonna be, mean to us, or he's gonna be a weirdo or whatever. When you visualize success, you get out of your own head. And when you visualize success and optimism, you only think about the positive things that could happen. So instead of thinking, oh, if I go up to this girl, she's gonna reject me, or she's gonna be like an awkward person, whatever, You visualize, oh no, if I talk to this girl, she's gonna be all smiles, she's gonna be really receptive, we're gonna have a good conversation or whatever. So when you visualize success, you kind of mitigate the worry and you're more focused on the positive side, and that will motivate you to actually go up and talk in the first place. So that's a really important one, number 4, visualization. So the 5th and final point that I want to cover in this video is called God mode. So what that is basically when you're in a social state, when you're in a social flow, and you're completely outcome independent. A way that you could get into God mode, and the only way that I know that you could get into this more like higher social state, is by doing a couple things. So the first thing is you gotta talk to everyone. So it's really a numbers game. Wherever you're going, let's say you're going out to the gym, for example, just talk to everyone in that environment. You would talk to the person before you walk to the door, you'd say good morning. You would talk to the people at the front desk. You would talk to someone working out. You would talk to, ask a person if they need a spot. So you would just talk to as much people as you can. And the key is to minimize the time in between your interactions. And you would do this, and when you do this enough, when you talk to enough people, you become more outcome independent because you're talking to so many people. It doesn't really matter what one person says because you've already talked to 8 other people in the span of like 10 minutes. So when you're in this state, you let go a lot more, and you're able to become more authentic. You're able to become more social, more magnetic, and really just say what's on your mind, and you just don't really give a fuck anymore. So that is like the ultimate state that you want to get into, and you would do that by doing the first 4 things that I covered, which is meditation, freestyling, setting an intention, and visualizing success. So do all these in combination and you'll find yourself becoming a more social person. Do these before you go out, the first 4, so you could just be more social going out, and this will really fucking help. So try this out. Let me know how it works in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.